Have you ever felt like maybe your dream was just too big, that you've been going after it for a while and it's just not working out, and you're beginning to question and doubt whether maybe this is the dream for you? Believe me, I have felt that way too, and I'm here to tell you that's normal. And what I found was the fact that you're facing all these challenges and starting to feel some of this doubt and disbelief is actually a good thing. So let me tell you a story. So when I was in my teens, I struggled with, and into my 20s, I struggled with eating disorders and just feeling really uncomfortable in my own body. And into my 30s, just really obsessed with food and exercise and how I was viewed, particularly by men, and wanting that approval and validation for how I looked and through attention from men. But I was so sieged by feelings of low self worth that I just perpetuated the cycle of attracting men that didn't see my worth, and perpetuated the cycle of not valuing myself, and so continuing to feel bad about my body and my appearance. And I knew deep in my heart and deep in my soul that what I truly desired was freedom, to be able to eat whatever I wanted, to move my body how I wanted, to feel confident and comfortable in my own skin, no matter what. And that desire wouldn't go away. So no matter how much I battled with body image and issues with men, that desire was still there. And that desire is what stirred up all the shadow selves to be unleashed and to call war, which was exactly what was necessary. Because when you desire something so big, you're challenging your old belief system, your old way of being, and your shadow self has everything to lose. Your shadow self wants to keep you safe and small and knows that this big dream is going to take you away. So it's going to do everything in its power to keep you under its spell. And it'll start to feed you those lies like, oh, it's okay, you don't really need that. And, it's really not that bad. It's just the way you are. Don't buy into it. And the trick is your dream has to be big enough that you're willing to fight, that you're willing to pull out all your resourcefulness and creativity and determination, because you know that this desire is so big that you are willing to go to the ends of the earth, to the deepest depths, in order to reign as the sovereign of your life and to be the victor over the shadow. Because until you master the shadow will continue to master you. And so what happened for me was, of course, this dream incited a war within me and allowed me the opportunity to deal with those issues of self-worth and old family and generational agreements, all the lies about abandonment and acceptance and approval and belonging, all of that stuff. I had the opportunity to heal and transform. And not only did I get my deepest desire, which was to feel confident and comfortable in my own skin, I went even beyond that, to the point where I even performed as a burlesque dancer for a brief spell, which is beyond something I ever even conceived as possible for me, because I was so ashamed of my body. I couldn't imagine ever letting other people see it, let alone perform on stage in front of 100 people. But that's the amazing thing about your big dream, is that not only will it help you transform all the lies and illusions you've been living under, it will take you further than you ever even imagined. And so I invite you to look at your big dream and to ask yourself, is it big enough? Are you willing to do whatever it takes, no matter what, to get it? And are you willing to fight to become the master of your life, to defeat the shadow, and to reign as the sovereign and victor over every area of your life? So if you are going after something and facing some challenges, I encourage you to look around and feel gratitude, because now you can see the shadow, and now you have the opportunity to defeat it and to step into the highest version of you, which is exactly why your dream chose you. Exactly why, for example, one of my clients chose a career in acting, even though she struggles with body image issues, because any other career wouldn't require the work to transform those issues. Only her big dream would require that work. And that's exactly why your dreams chose you, because they know what you need to transform. And they will require your obedience no matter what. If you are willing to take up the fight and continue no matter what, you will reign as the sovereign of your life. Versus giving into the shadow, distracting yourself with food or alcohol or media and thinking it's just okay. My life's all right. No matter how much you try to convince yourself it's all right, deep inside there's a longing for more, that you are meant for more. And I encourage you to really dig and see, what is that big dream? The dream that you would go to the ends of the earth to fulfill. And once you decide to go after it, be prepared for battle and be prepared to really understand what it means to do whatever it takes, no matter what. So I encourage you to take stock of what your dream is and what you're willing to do to go after it. And I encourage you to reach out to me, as I'd love to be your guide on this journey.